Hi there. Thanks for tuning in. I so appreciate you listening to me, to all my acquired knowledge over so many years. And just know that whatever I tell you is based on everything that I learned and how I interpreted it and applied it to my life and thought about it really deeply, and kept what really resonated with me. So I wanted to talk with you a little bit about something that I learned, that I heard of Neville Goddard. One of my mentors, Neville Goddard, is long gone, but he was phenomenal. Together with Bob Proctor, Earl Nightingale, Thomas Troward, Napoleon Hill. So I blend it all together. You know, I have a Vitamix and I put on everything in the Vitamix. He was talking about revisioning. Now, I have been focusing lately again to hone my skills on imagination, because imagination, as Einstein said, is more important than knowledge, because knowledge is based on everything that has been. That's good. But imagination is limitless, totally limitless, because what you do with your imagination, you tap in to the universal knowledge, the unlimited universal knowledge. That's what you do. And I don't care if you have a religion, it's all the same, because science and religion will tell you both the same thing, that everything is energy. It just is. And energy is omnipresent everywhere, and it has always been, and it will always be. It doesn't get bigger, it doesn't get smaller, it doesn't drop away. It's always there. It's for you to tap into it. As Abraham says, you tune in, you tap in, and you turn it on. That means your awareness. You have to become aware. Here's the thing that we humans, for the most part, don't understand. Excuse me? Me too. Took me a long time to understand it. Everything you possibly can wish for is already here. It's always been here. You just were not aware. And it's always interesting to me that when you look at some documentaries about ancient cathedrals and temples, etc., there are a number of them that have, it's so funny, and you can take it or leave it, that have high on a pillar somewhere, they have a little statue, a little caricature, what do you call that? A little depiction of a spaceman. Isn't that interesting? So everything has always been here. The cell phone has always been here. Thousands of years ago, we were just not tuned into it. We had just to go through the evolution, of accepting that as a possibility. And here's the thing with every big, invention, discovery. First of all, it's totally ridiculed, and then people start to accept it, and then they embrace it as if it's natural. And it takes time. It really takes time. With every bit, you can check your own stuff online, go to Google, research that. That's always the 3-step process. So I was, to go back to Neville Goddard, I was listening to him and about imagination, etc. But he also discussed revision. Not visioneering to the future, but revisioning incidents, events in the past, especially those that have created a hurdle, painful events for you. Go back, and this takes some doing. This takes a little bit of concentrating, learning, patience, etc. Nothing really happens overnight. I mean, you didn't do the hurdles and you didn't do the high jump overnight. So be gentle with yourself. Be gentle. And he said basically that you can, because actually There is no time. It's all happening right now. That's another whole different kind of training. There is no time. Everything is now. So in your imagination or in your meditation, or just being quiet when you close your eyes and you go down, you count yourself down, however you want to do that, go back to an event that was hurtful, that has left a mark on your life, that you have not gotten over. It's still sort of dragging on. And yes, I have one of those, so I speak from experience. And go back to that situation, because if it's still hurting today, you can envision that event like it was yesterday. And it doesn't matter if it was last week or if you were a young child. And for me, it was as a young child. So I go back to that situation, and with the awareness that I have now, I listen to what was said to me, and I have a sort of distance now, a sort of barrier in between, a sort of, I always call it like a Teflon coating, although Teflon is so toxic, but okay, let's not go that way. A veil, you know what? A glass window, so I can hear it, I can see it, but it doesn't get into me. So I listen, I see it, and I go like, really? That's very interesting. Thank you for sharing. I am not gonna let that in. Goodbye. And if you do that over and over and over, you will realize, you will feel, you will see that the distance gets bigger, and the event between the person and you, and the event sort of fades away, doesn't feel so hurtful anymore. And I was really surprised about that. I was going like, wow, this is impressive. We have no clue what we can do. Our mind is so incredible, because our mind is part of the universal unlimited knowledge. So as long as we start to grasp that, accept that, acknowledge that we are connected to that universal energy, we have never been separate. As a spirit, we have never, or soul is, we are a soul, and we are part of the spirit. As a soul, we are an extension of spirit, the universal spirit. And this has been drilled out of us, but we have that connection, and we just have to believe that we have that connection. And so revisioning, I find it very exciting. So I invite you to give it a shot. Try it out. Make sure that you are comfortable, relax yourself. It's quiet. If you have to put in earplugs, put in earplugs. If you want to listen to white noise, listen to white noise. White noise, how do you get that? Where do you create it? Take your cell phone, put it on the stove, put the exhaust on, and record it in your notes, your voice notes. Just do it like that, and have a stopwatch or whatever. Look at the time. I have one for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and 20 minutes, depending on how much time I want to spend. And I listen to shh. It blocks out everything. There is no melody. You cannot recall it. It's not interesting, excited, or whatever. Works. White noise. Fabulous, absolutely. So go ahead and then leave me some comments below how you went with that revisioning. I'm making progress. I'm doing much, much better. And I feel really excited about that. And enthusiastic. Enthusiastic means in theos, in God. So that's where it goes. So go ahead. Oh, before I let you go, do me a favor. Press the like button. Press the subscribe button and share this with somebody. Share this with somebody who could probably benefit from it. And the reason I am making these videos is to wake you up, because everything that I tell you relates back to the vibration in your body, and the vibration in your body, which is determined by the mind, the vibration in your body determines how healthy you are. Very simple. We're not going to talk about healthy food, healthy drink, no smoking, no alcohol, blah, blah, blah. There's just the vibration. That's so important, because everything in your body is an expression, is a reflection of what's going on in your mind. I didn't invent it. I just regurgitate the stuff. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.